Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's Wednesday and 12 noon on the East Coast. That means it's time for the best real estate show in the whole land. Episode number 205 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live begins right now. We're glad that you guys are here with us today.
Yes, we are.
Again, for this 205th episode of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
We are glad to be with you today. We got a great show for you today. We got good real estate information coming your way today, along with a lot of other fun things that you're going to want to be a part of with us here this afternoon. Again, 12 noon on the East Coast, 9 a.m. on the West Coast for our friends over in Tijuana. I don't know where that's at. It is. We don't know. We don't know what it is.
Tijuana.
You like
we made that one up.
I did. I mean, you don't know what. That's the names of countries you don't know what it is or not. But we're glad that
Tokyo.
You guys
What
are
are
with
people
us.
over at the Olympics is watching us right now?
Well, I know they was on Monday. We got them all pumped up. We got them all pumped up.
I'm so
Monday
confused
morning.
about the Olympics. Like, I don't know if I'm really watching them live or not. I watch them every evening. I don't know if they're live or not.
No, you ain't watching them live. But anyways, it's going on over there. But they're watching us from over there. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
But we're here today again to talk real estate with you guys. We're glad that you all are here with us today. We got a lot of good stuff. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about today, real estate wise. That's why we come to you every Wednesday anyway, is to talk real estate, make you, help you be prepared. When it comes time for you to purchase, sell, invest in real estate, we want you to be prepared. That's why we come here every Wednesday at 12 noon and talk to you about this kind of stuff. But we're going to be talking to you today about some simple tweaks that you can do to your home. You can make to your home to literally make it stand out, raise its hand, jump up and down, say, hey, everybody look at me.
Right.
People just flood and flock to your home to look at it, and you get you some multiple offers, highest and best coming out, get you the most bang for your buck, the most dollar for your house. That's what we're going to be talking about with you guys today. So stay tuned for that as it's coming up here very shortly on the show. Again, we're glad all of you are tuned in with us today. We want you to help us get to Tijuana. All right?
Wherever that's at.
Tokyo, wherever Yokio. It is really. You know what I'm saying? We're going all over the world today.
We don't even know.
You guys can help us do that by doing three big things today for us. You do it every time we go live. You folks that watch us all the time, you already know what I'm getting ready to say, all right?
Yeah,
but
my job.
We're going to
my job's coming up
tell
now.
you
I got
exactly
one job, man.
the three big things that you need to do today to help us get spread literally around the world. Let's get that done.
I got one job. My job is to make sure that you guys understand what we need you to do, okay?
Right.
So this is an important job, okay? I'm trying to make myself feel good about telling you that I need you to like the video.
It's very important.
Share the video, invite people from wherever. We don't care where they're from. Come watch the video. Like, share, invite. The shares help us out tremendously.
They sure
you guys do a wonderful job at doing that. All of our shows that we do, you guys are all the time sharing that, so we appreciate you guys doing that. So like, share, invite, and when you get here, we want you to say something to us. So like say, hey guys, hello, whatever.
Yeah.
Say something. We don't care what you say. Don't be mean though. It's a kid's show.
Right, that's exactly right. So we want you guys to tune in, help us out, like, share, invite, comment on the video today. But let's get this thing started. We got some good stuff for you today. We're going to start this show off with one of your most favorite things in the whole entire world, and that is a poll question where we're going to give you some questions. We're going to ask you what you think about it, because if anybody's opinion in the whole entire world matters, it is definitely you people of the nation. So with that being said, let's roll with today's poll question. We've been kind of turning these a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Doing a few little things differently with these. We ask about food forever, and we've run out of stuff to talk about food.
We've asked you about every kind of food in the world.
But we may bring it back one day just for the fun. You know
we
what I'm
love
saying?
food.
Just to have some fun because we like to talk food and you guys too. But we've been talking about a little bit of real estate stuff. Last week we talked about when it comes to sprucing up the outside of your house.
Right.
Do you want mulch? There was a fly going
There's a
by.
fly.
Do you
I've
want
hit it
mulch
twice.
or do you want rock? Okay. I don't know what one. It was real close.
I think rock one.
But here's what we're going to ask you today, okay? Because we get asked a lot of times. We get a lot of requests. When people start looking for a house, we get a lot of different type of requests about what it's going to take for these potential customers, these potential buyers to find their house, all right?
Right.
So here's today's poll question for you guys. When it comes to you buying a house, okay, which is the most important to you when it comes to you buying a house of these four things? Which one is most important? Is it the location? Is it the size? Is it the interior features of the house? Or is it the exterior features of the house? When it comes to, you can only pick one, all right? They're on the screen here now. When it comes to, you must have, I gotta have the right what in order for you to say, when I buy the next house, it's got to have, this is the most important thing that I'm looking for. Is it the location? Is it the size of the home? Is it the interior features?
I like it.
Or is it the exterior features? You guys start putting those answers in the box right now. We're going to monitor that feed, see what you think. But as every time we put this out to the nation, we also put it out to me and you. Roll with it. Of all of these four, which one, you have to pick one, is the most important to you? Location, size, interior features, or exterior features?
I really like how you put this on the screen because I always have trouble remembering one, so I always normally just pick the one that sticks out to me.
Right. I got
so, but I really like you putting this on the screen like this because I can look
We're
at it.
getting uptown with all this technology we got here.
Okay, but here's the way I look at it. I'm tying everything together today. Okay, everything we talk about is going to be tied together.
Man. Bring it on.
So to me, all of these are very important.
They're very important.
They're very important things.
I can make an argument for every one of them.
Any of them.
Yes,
Any of them.
no doubt.
But by far, it has to be location.
You're going with that. That's
because I might be able to go to Tijuana
Sure.
that you talked about, and I might be able to get just a Taj Mahal
right
for $50,000.
Sure.
But it wouldn't do me no good because I'm in Tijuana.
I'm with you on this.
Wherever that's at.
I'm with you on this.
So
man.
it has to be for me location. Now, I mean,
Sure.
if we're talking about living on the east end of Morristown versus the west end of Morristown,
right.
we're close enough that it don't really matter.
So is location really the most important to you then?
Well,
I mean, I understand if you're moving somewhere way out of here, you got to say it's location.
right.
But how many people are literally moving across the world? There's the analogy that you gave us here today.
Well,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
open. It was an open-ended question.
I'm not saying that it don't happen.
Right.
But I'm saying, is it really the most important to you?
Well,
Because you just ain't going to
It
move
has to
there.
be.
You just ain't going to move there.
right.
You ain't going to move there if it ain't the right location.
No.
So you're just going to scratch that.
You didn't put anything about price on here.
Yeah, no, I didn't because price is going to win the whole thing.
Price
It would
is
win
gonna
the
win
whole
the whole
game.
thing, yeah.
Exactly. Here's what we're talking to you guys about today, okay? Poll question. Which is the most important to you, okay? Of these four things, when it comes to your house, which is most important when you're looking for the next one? Is it the location? Is it the size? Is it the interior features?
going with location.
Or is it the exterior features? Of those four, put your answers in the box. Dave's going with location. Location is very important. It's
very important.
It's a big thing. It's got to be a big thing. But I think with all of these right here, okay, I'm going to go with the interior features of the house because location's important.
It is.
All of that, and again, I could argue every one of these.
I could make a good
I could
point.
totally
Yeah.
argue every one of these. But for me, the interior is going to be real important because it's got to fit my family.
Well, that's where I live at.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to have enough bathrooms for us. It's got to have a big enough place for us to if we want people coming over. It's got to have all those things, and that's important to me. I wouldn't really think that. I mean, again, I'm just not. If it's the wrong location, I ain't even gonna go there anyways.
Right.
So I'm just gonna scratch that off. Even though it's a real important thing, I'm gonna scratch it off. But when I find the house in the location that I want, it's gonna be interior features
Well,
for me.
again, when you get it narrowed down,
Sure.
like I mean, again, like
Well,
when
I'm
you're
breaking
talking
it down for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my thing was a little bit.
I'm breaking it down
far-fetched,
here.
you know.
I understand for you.
But I'm saying, if to me, if it was living on the
Well, yeah.
living on the east end of Morristown versus living on the west end of Morristown, to me it don't matter.
Right. Now, a lot of people, it does.
It does matter.
It does.
It
It
does.
matters big time.
But to me, that wouldn't matter to me.
That's exactly right.
So then it would go to something else. Which
That's exactly
I think
right.
would
So
be
you
like
guys weigh in on that. Put those answers in there. Location, size, interior features, exterior features of the house. Because you run across a lot of people that says, I got to have 4 acres of property.
Right.
If I ain't got it, forget it. I don't care what the inside looks like. I don't care where it's at. If it ain't got 4
Gotta
acres,
have
I'm
4 or
out.
5
You know what I'm
bedrooms.
saying?
Yeah.
They got to look at those things. So you guys put your answers in the box. Like, share, invite, comment on the video. Help us to spread this literally around the world today. We're having a little bit of fun. Poll question with you guys today. Which is the most important location, size, interior, or exterior features when it comes to your next home? If this is your first time watching, let us tell you what you've got yourself into before we look through a few comments. If we're getting any, sometimes the comments don't come through, so we might not be able to see you today, but let us tell you what you've got yourself into. This is the 205th episode of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
We come to you every Wednesday at 12 noon to bring you the most up-to-date, relevant real estate information you will find anywhere on the planet. You're going to get it right here. And today, you're going to get it here today. We're going to talk to you today about, all right, simple little tweaks
Little
that you
things.
can make to your house to literally make it stand out from the competition,
Yeah.
make it raise its hand, jump up and down, do all that it needs to do to get you multiple people looking, which is going to lead to multiple offers, which is going to lead to probably the highest and the best offer that you can get for your property. Before we do that, is there anybody we need to shout out here today before we give the real estate information?
Let me see.
Today, man. Shout
Of course,
out.
Nicole says, hey.
Howdy,
Michelle
howdy.
Spriggs says, good afternoon.
Ohio in the house.
Jan says, good afternoon.
Hello, Jan.
Let's see here. Amber Shelton says, good afternoon.
Hello, Amber.
Norma Jean says, location. Michelle
Location.
says, interior.
Interior. See, me and Michelle on the same
Nicole
page.
says, interior.
Interior on the same page. Nicole just said that because I did.
She did,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? She's cheating. She's cheating the game. So again, weigh in on that, y'all. Location, size, interior or exterior, what's the most important when it comes to looking for your next home? Let's get to the real estate information. After all, that's why we come to you on Wednesday, is to give you this information. Okay, here's what we're talking about, a few little simple tweaks that you can make, you can do beforehand.
Right.
Putting your home on the market to make sure that it stands out, gets the most exposure that you need for it to do. We've talked about these things before, but we've never kind of talked about it in this fashion. So yesterday, we went with our office. Y'all may have seen pictures of us. We were out doing property tours.
Whole herd of us.
Looking at some beautiful homes. There was a whole herd of us. There's 20 of us.
Yeah.
All right. So we had a good old time too.
Yeah.
We had a good lunch afterwards. We had fun doing it. But we went and looked at a lot of homes. And what we do is we go look at those, we analyze them, we kind of give our input on them, some things that maybe we could fix, correct, do these things. So I thought, you know what, this is good info to put out for everyone, because a lot of the feedbacks on those homes all had a lot of the same kind of things. And again, it's little tweaks that you can make that really don't cost you any money whatsoever.
Right.
It costs you a little bit of time getting things right prior to.
Sweat equity.
That way that you can get this done, okay? Because here's what's happening. Now, me and you and everybody else in the whole entire world have been telling you people for a long time now how low inventory is on the market.
It is.
And it's still there.
Still
okay?
there.
It's still
Still
there.
a problem.
But I think what has happened with that, okay, has led to some of these things we're going to talk about today being the case.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what's happened is a lot of people know inventory is low. There are people that have decided to sell their home, and they've thought, well, because inventory is so low, I can skimp a little bit
whatever I want
on
to.
things that I need to do because I'm going to get so many people
Yep.
coming and looking. It really don't matter.
This is true. This is a very true
Here's
story.
what I'm going to say. It does still matter.
It does.
Even though inventory is low, it's very low. What you probably will see on market today is you at least have another competitor.
Well,
Now,
that's
you're going to be very
Here we
few
go.
times that you put your house on the market and you're going to have zero competition.
Exactly.
You're still going to have competition even though it's
Exactly.
low. You might have one competitor versus 10 competitors.
But if competitor number one, the
Go
only
with
one
it.
you got,
That's where I'm going
listens
here
to
today.
what we're telling you today,
That's where I'm going
Won't
with this
hurt
today. That's where I'm going with it. And so it still does not mean you can just put your house out there in any shape, form, fashion, or condition and think that you're going to bring top dollar for the house because you just put it on the market and inventory is low.
Yeah.
Okay? These little tweaks are things that you can do to the house before you put it on the market to get it ready for the market. That way when it goes, we tell people all the time, the most important time of your house's on-market life is the first 48 to 72 to whatever hours you want to say. It's that first 3 to 5 days on the market. It is by far the most important time that the house is on the market.
Crucial.
Okay? Well, we're going to get off track here a little bit, but we're going to go on this because I think it's relevant. That's when the most people are going to see it. That's when the most people it's going to show up new on all these sites. That's when the most people is going to see it, and that's when the most people are either going to say, got to go see that one, or it's off my list. Right. It's gone. Okay? Right. It's gone, never to be remembered.
Right.
Okay? So that time is critical, is crucial in the lifespan of the listing of your property. So we get people, we make corrections later, and it's okay later in the listing to make corrections, but if you can get it right going in, big leg up.
Yes.
Big, you're ahead of the game.
Right.
Doing what you need to. You mentioned price just a minute ago in relation to our poll question. Price is just as important. It's a big feature in that one. We're not going to talk about a little tweak on price today.
Right.
We're going to assume y'all do the pricing and get it right. Okay.
Right.
Even as wild as it is right now in the market, you still can't go way over on price.
Right.
It's going to hurt you.
Well, and then I can say this because I told a guy this just the other day, and so if he's watching, he'll know exactly what I'm getting ready to go with here. But what a lot of times happens is, again, you're talking about that first 3 to 5 days is crucial.
Big.
That's when you're going to get most of the time your most activity.
Yes, you are.
You're going to get a lot of showings. So, but here's what happens. So, you try to skimp on a few things here and there. Okay, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to show this house. Okay, if this house needs a lot of work,
right.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to leave that house.
Sure.
And I'm coming back to our office.
There you go.
And on Tuesdays
This is so critical right here.
On Tuesdays we have sales meetings.
Yes.
And then I tell everybody, hey,
I went and showed
this house. It needs this, and this.
Right.
Okay, so when their buyer calls their client and says, hey, I'm going to go see this house. Well, let me tell you what I heard about it.
Right.
Okay?
That's what goes
So
in.
now you've got every realtor in town who's been at your house in that first 3 to 5 days.
Plus their clients. And
now look how many people you got going out saying little negative things. Yeah. To where you could take little small things.
Sure.
Do them before you ever get it on there.
Right.
You don't have that.
Price being one of these little things that we're talking about today. And it's still, again, you got to remember, when you put your house on the market, it's in competition.
Right.
It's in competition with
Because really, like, if things are so crazy right now, if I know that this ain't going to fit them, and we got your other competitor lined up that I ain't heard nothing negative about,
right,
I'm going to tell them that we don't need to waste time even going looking at one.
Because I know you're not going to like it.
Because I know you're not going to like it. And this one over here, we already know probably got 12 offers on it.
Sure.
So we need to go throw our hat in the ring on
timing, man. It's all about the timing. You got to get those things, do those things, get that there. So we're going to give you some tips today. Okay, we're going to deal with the exterior, some tips for that. We're going to deal with tips for the interior about small tweaks you can make to make your home stand out from the competition and get those people coming to it to make sure that everything goes right. You get multiple offers, multiple people coming through, all of those things. Anybody we need to shout out before we go with this?
No.
Talking to you.
I'm trying to understand Nicole's comment. She said, Tuesdays we have a meeting, and on Wednesdays somewhere pink.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here's number one. All right. The first thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to talk about some exterior things, okay? Because it is important. The exterior of your house is important, how it shows, how it feels, all of those things. Here's just some small little tweaks, okay? They can make a massive difference, okay? I'm going to go real simple here, and you're going to say, well, this is like totally elementary and duh moment. But you're going to be surprised how many people miss this duh moment, okay?
There's a lot.
But you don't know the importance of, okay, a fresh cut lawn and all the trimming around the house done. You don't understand how good that is for your property. The people show up, the first impression they get of your house is when they're pulling up to this house. Now, if they pull up and the grass is up to the knees, it's been a while, they're thinking if they are letting things like this go,
neglecting this out here,
they're neglecting what the world can see. Wonder what else they're neglecting. All right?
Exactly.
So again, little tweaks. Remember, we're being simple for you today. And you say, that don't make a difference. I'm telling you, pictures, marketing, people showing up and seeing, those things make a big difference in your house looking different than that competitor's house.
Listen,
you got to compare.
Oh yeah,
we're comparing here.
Right.
If the competitor's looks great, yours up to the knees, which is going to look better? It's going to be the other one.
If you've ever been house hunting, or if you're a realtor that's watching our show, we've all had those moments where we pull up to a house and we don't even get out and
They
go
like,
in.
I ain't getting out.
We ain't even getting out and going in.
Can't get to the
It
front
happens.
door. Yeah.
It happens.
True.
And again, like you said, that is the first thing. That's the first impression
Right.
that a person gets is when they drive up to your house. That needs to be a great first impression.
But you know what's happening today, I think more than it ever has that we've seen anyway, is because information is at our fingertips. We carry it on our phones. We've got our pads, all that good stuff, iPads, computers. They're with us all the time. Information is so readily available. People go house hunting anymore long before they ever reach out to someone like us.
Absolutely.
They go do it themselves.
Yep.
And so they drive by these places and kind of get a feel. Do now I want to call somebody and get myself in there.
Right.
If they drive by and get the wrong feel, they probably ain't ever going to call and say, can I come in?
Right.
And in your lawn, trimming, all those things,
Shrubs.
it's important for it.
Yeah.
That's my next thing. Your flower beds and your shrubs are very important. We talked about mulch and rock last week. It doesn't cost you anything. It does. It doesn't cost much for you to go out and get you a fresh coat of that, whether that be rock, whether that be mulch, whatever it is that you put in there. Get someone or do it yourself. Shape your trees, get those trees pruned, get everything looking right, because it just makes your house look a whole lot move-in ready.
Yeah.
Here's what I think we lose sight of. We do as realtors, I think. But I think a lot of times people that buy houses and sell houses lose it too. When people go look at your house, they're looking for it for two reasons. There's two reasons they want to go look. One is they want to go look at it to see, can I see myself living here? That's one. But you know what the second reason is people go look at houses? They go look at them to see what's wrong.
Right.
What all am I going to have to move in here and do to this
What do I
house?
gotta do?
Okay, before that I can move into it.
Right.
So all of these things that's wrong, you might look at it and say, it's just a shrub, it's just a lawn, easy fix, absolutely. But people, when they're looking at their house, they're looking at it in a form and a fashion of, this is what needs done. So when they make offers, if they decide to make an offer, they make lower offers because they're looking at it and says, I got to do a list of things 7 miles long.
Right.
It might be little stuff, but you could take care of that list before they ever get there to do that.
And I understand. This happens every time. I understand because people said, I got 3 kids.
Sure.
We live in this house.
Sure.
And I understand that.
Totally.
I mean, that's a very valid argument. And again, you're trying to explain that, but again, like I said, you're trying to sell your house to someone.
Yeah, the impression's big.
The impression is major, and
Yes.
so I understand that we have hectic of our schedules. School's getting ready to start back up tomorrow. I understand
That's
there's
right.
a lot of hectic stuff going on, but you need your house to raise its hand higher than everybody else has got it. So again, it's going to take a little bit of work on your part. You know
have
what I
to
mean?
do it. You need to really do these things.
Again, most of the time, this is what people don't see most of the time. A lot of times, people are selling that house for a reason. They might be going to buy another house. They expect that out of another house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You do.
You got to think that's what wows you when you go look at another house. Is boy, I mean, when I pulled up on this one, it was nice.
Laid out. Great.
So you got to do the same for yours in
Sure.
return. You can't skimp, but you expect someone else to go do it.
I'm with you on this. So again, lawn, flower beds, shrubs, fresh cut, that's all good stuff for you. Remember, you want it to feel this is it. You want them to show up and say, this is it, man. When they arrive, it's so important. With that being said, one more thing, and it's probably one of the most neglected places, and I'm going to leave it on this today. It's probably one of the most neglected things that's really important when it comes to your house, and that is the front door area of your house. Now, I say this all the time. Most people don't use their front doors.
Right.
Okay? They don't use their front doors. But people's going to use your front door when it's time to see the house.
They are.
Okay? If you ain't opened your front door in a while, you probably go open your front door,
Clean the spider
clean it
web,
out.
You got wasp nest.
You got the storm door, open the storm door up,
bet
get the
got it up
cobwebs
there,
down. You know what I'm saying? Clean that, because when they walk up to it, you don't want them to walk up to a mess. You
Yeah.
don't want them to walk up to a door that when they open it, it sounds like it's falling off the hinges and those kind of things. That's the impression. Now we've made it. You got the yard cut. We've made it to the front door. They're walking up when they click that and walk in. That's an important thing. Now, here's another thing, and people think you're crazy on this, but this is real inside information we're giving right here. You know, one of the most touched things when people go look at houses, you know what one of the number one touched items are at the house?
front door.
Nope.
I don't know.
The doorbell.
The doorbell.
The doorbell.
That's true. That is very true.
Every house we went to yesterday, there was people ringing doorbells.
Doorbell, yeah.
I'm serious.
I know.
It's the doorbell. Fix your doorbell, y'all.
Yeah, put a battery in there.
And make that doorbell work.
Yeah.
Because you know what happens when they push that doorbell and it don't work? They're like, one of those electrical problems here because this doorbell ain't working.
This doorbell don't
They
work.
start thinking those things. You say you all are crazy.
I'm telling
me on
you.
this.
I
Check me
said,
on
now
this.
listen, you got your front door your doorbell don't work.
Check
This
me
is
on
true
this.
stuff, like I'm telling you. Your front doorbell don't work,
Sure.
okay? Now we walk in, the first thing you look at, you got a nice little light fixture hanging there.
Sure.
Got 2 bulbs on, 2 bulbs off.
That's right. It's a thing. It's happening.
Starts
man.
going in their mind. Okay, now
thing
look
that's
here.
happening.
We've already got 2 knocks right here. We'll just
Right.
walk right in the door. Little
Right.
things.
Go with it.
Make your light bulbs.
It's small things.
Put light bulbs in your house.
Here's what we're talking about today. Small little old tweaks you can do to make your house stand out. Make it stand above the competition. Remember, you're going on market, you're competing, and you will have at least one competitor. You do not. I'm a competitive person. There ain't nobody going to beat me, okay? You don't want to let the house down the street beat yours out because they decided to cut the grass or clean the cobwebs off the front door. You don't want to get beat out because of that. Don't do those things. That's some exterior things.
Listen,
You got the
real
interior,
quick,
man.
again, exterior. This is just another quick story. I've been showing a woman a house for a year and a half. She's been house hunting for a year and a half. Needless to say, we've looked at some houses, okay? We've looked at some houses. The other day, she went under contract. She was there 2 minutes before I was.
Mm-hmm.
When I pulled up, you were talking about the front door area. I'm going to talk about the front porch and everything.
Sure.
But this front porch was just so cozy and inviting. And again, you could tell them people honestly didn't even use that door.
Sure.
Wasn't even a door that was used.
Right.
That was not their entry.
Right.
But they had that area nice.
It was speed.
When I got there, this woman was sitting on the porch, grinning like a possum.
Uh-huh.
And so I got out and she said, Dave, we don't even have to go inside.
Think of that.
We
man.
don't even have to
Think
go
of that.
inside. I can done tell you this is how. Now we did go
Well,
inside.
sure you did.
It didn't disappoint either.
Sure.
So
Right.
she's under contract to buy it now. But I'm saying that's the importance.
It makes a difference.
She had 2 minutes before I got there,
Right.
and she had already fell in love.
It was her
with the
house.
place.
It was
It
her
was
house.
over.
Little things, small tweaks you can do to make a big difference. That's what we're talking about here today. We've also got a poll question. Make sure that you hit us up on that. Here's the poll question today. When it comes to you looking for a house, all right, what is the most important to you? Is it the location? Is it the size? Is it the interior features? Or is it the exterior features? Put your answers in the box. Dave's is location, mine is interior, and a lot of you guys have put your answers there. Give us those. Dave's going to tell you now the small little tweaks you need to make for the interior of your house to make a big difference.
So Michelle said her neighbor laughs at her because she vacuums her screens.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
Whatever it takes, buddy. Whatever it
Do what
takes.
you got to do.
All right, so interior, here's some things you need to do. You need to clean and fix your little wall blemishes, okay?
Sure.
Everybody's got little places on your wall because, again, we live in our houses, right? So everybody's got some, get a call here. My car's extended warranty.
I got you.
So everybody's got some little blemishes on their walls where you took pictures down. Again, take you some little bit of that speckle putty, do it,
Get it
touch
fixed.
it up.
Get it fixed.
Yeah, fix those things up. Again, my thing says fix your floors. Those like if you got scratches on your hardwood, spots on your carpet. But I'm going to say your floors in general. Just make sure that they're clean. You know what I mean? I've had 2 in the last 2 days where people was complaining about the floors being dirty. We done a final walkthrough yesterday of a house that's closing tomorrow. The floors was dirty. You know, the house has been empty for a while. You had dead spiders and flies laying around the floor. Clean the stuff up, okay? Because that makes a big impression when you walk around and your floors are dirty.
Can I also go ahead and say that was a kind of a little issue in the whole deal?
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
so think of that.
Either got to get fixed or we ain't signing papers tomorrow.
Think of that.
So
That's
yeah,
important.
That was one thing. Your kitchen cabinets and your doors. Now we're not talking about replacing your kitchen cabinets because now we're getting into some money.
That's right.
But everybody's, again, seen those. You got your little hinges up there. You've seen your hinges maybe get a little bit loose, get loose, get worn over time. You've got one door that just don't sit right. I had this happen at my house just a while back. My little Lazy Susan thing was kind of cocked over there sideways. So little things like that.
Drawer out of track.
Drawer out of track.
Like
Yeah,
that.
don't pull out good. Don't slide all the way in. Little things like that. Again, not talking about big major thing. If you've got a door, another story. If you've got a door that don't shut good, they rub a little bit.
Right.
Okay, they need a little bit of adjustment. That's little tweaks you can make by tightening things up here and there. But again, it's just things that goes into people's mind because this is our area. A lot of areas around have basements. Okay, everybody's got basements.
Right.
I don't care if the house is 2 years old.
Sure.
You can walk in this house and you can see little cracks in the block that are completely normal because the house settles, okay?
Right.
Now, there is some, again, occasionally you'll see one that maybe has some structural problems.
Sure.
But for the most part, in the house, you're going to see some little cracks in the sheetrock where the house is settled. Here's what happens when we go in and we can't get a door shut.
Think of this, man. This is big stuff.
Our whole foundation is blown out from underneath this thing.
Yes.
It's got structural problems. Now we're seeing hairline cracks that we probably wouldn't solve because this door wasn't shut.
Right.
And it needs adjusted.
Oh, that's all it does. That's all it is.
That's all it is,
Yeah.
is it needs adjusted.
Right.
But again, people's making the
They're getting ready to
biggest,
spend on average around here $225,000.
and it's the biggest investment they'll ever
That's right.
make in their life.
That's right.
They are trying to protect what
True
they're
story.
getting ready to go spend their hard-earned money for.
True story.
So when they start seeing this, could this be a potential problem?
Right.
There's a good chance that maybe not. But again, the house that they just left, that they was looking at with their agent, the door shut good.
Right.
Hairline cracks had been speckled and
Right.
painted.
Right. And that goes back to what you were saying with the cabinets. If those cabinets, even though it might just be a hinge, people look at it and say, I got to put a kitchen.
I've got to put a whole new kitchen
Got
in
to
this
put a
place
kitchen
right
in
here.
So they eliminate it. They eliminate. Remember, they're looking at two things. One, does it fit? Two, what kind of work does it need? What kind of problems are we having? That's what they're looking for at your house. So go ahead and fix those little problems.
No thanks.
Get those things done before you ever go on market. I'm going to leave you with one last thing on the interior, okay?
Okay.
And I think this is one, again, going back to the whole little thing about the front door. You think I'm crazy about that. It's a true story. But the second thing I want to tell you that's one that's just kind of out there, and a lot of times you don't think of because we live in our houses.
This is a good one.
It is the scent.
The smell of your house.
The smell of your home is so important. Okay? Now, my house probably smells.
Everybody's house has got a smell.
It's got my smells of my people and my animals and my stuff. I probably do not even realize it. And that's how most people are.
Yeah.
But if you're ever told about a scent, check that. You know what I'm saying? Check that, because it can really throw you off. We went yesterday, one of the last ones that we looked at. Yesterday was the last one that we looked at yesterday. Two of the people that were riding with me they couldn't even finish going through the house.
Right.
And see it because of the scent. Okay? Now you got to think of those things. That's
Right.
important.
That's very important.
That's very important that's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So make sure. Now I'm not saying again when they walk through the front door, blow them down with something.
Right.
'Cause that's bad too.
Well, because you're very sensitive about smells.
Yes, that's very bad.
But again, I'm talking about cigarette smells. And if you want to smoke at your house, but I'm saying you got to take into account the next person that comes in might not like smoke.
True story.
Okay, so cigarette smoke's one, animal smells one. If I'm going to smell something, I'd rather smell fresh baked cookies.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
good. You know
Hot
what
as
today
soup.
is? Today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
I didn't know that.
Just thought I'd tell you that since you said cookies. We're all
Yeah.
about giving information here, but it's true.
Yeah.
Scents are important.
It's very important.
So these are little old tweaks when you look at it and say, that's crazy, why are you telling us that information? It becomes little things that become big issues later that you could cut it off. You could stop it before it ever got started, and you're not going to have to worry about these things. But it does make your home stand out. The less that people come in and see I got to do, the more likely you are to get an offer, and you are to get an offer fast.
And just going to say that even goes outside your house as well.
Absolutely.
But I'm talking about like if you've got a detached garage.
Yes.
And you go in there and it smells. You know how an old garage
Sure.
smells moldy and
Sure.
mildewy. Try to do
Sure.
whatever you can do to make that even smell better.
That's exactly right. This is the 205th episode of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to come back, give you the local area happenings, see who else has maybe weighed in on the poll question, which is today, when you're looking for the number one thing in your house, what's the most important? Location, size, interior or exterior of the house. Put your answers in the box. We'll review those with the local area happenings when we come back right after this break. You guys hang out and hang with us. Purchasing a home can be a daunting task for any home buyer to take on in today's real estate market. To ensure that you are properly prepared, we at Elite Realty Group have prepared a checklist of things for you to follow to make sure that you are able to purchase your next home. Step number 1, call an agent at Elite Realty Group. Step numbers 2 through 10, since you've called an agent at Elite Realty Group, we will assist you in taking care of the rest. To get started, on purchasing your home today, call us at Elite Realty Group 423-307-8566. Again, to start your home purchase process today, call Elite Realty Group at 423-307-8566. We look forward to assisting you in purchasing your next home. It's time now for us to bring to you the local area happenings, where we tell you what's going on right here around the Lakeway area, as there's always something good for you to do. Here we go now with the local area happenings with the man himself, Mr. Dave Elkins. Tell us what's going on.
I told you earlier today that I had one important job, and that was to make sure you like, share, and invite.
You got another job.
And I feel like they've done a good job at that
You
today.
got promoted, man.
Yeah, so now I'm going to tell you about some other things that's going on.
Do.
So I'm talking about some local area happenings. So you heard me talk about a lot of these last week, but we're just going to remind you of these things. We do have one new one that Norman's in here hollering at me right now, trying to get me put on the list. But so this Friday, August the 6th at 7 p.m., Starlight Cinemas is the Peanut Butter Falcon. It's going to be up here at Fulton Hill Park at 7 p.m. That's going on Friday evening. Also Friday evening the 6th at 7 p.m. downtown at the Farmers Market is the Summer Downtown Concert Series. They'll be down there. You just bring your lawn chairs. I'm sure there's food trucks. You can come in down there and enjoy a night of music. These are all free events too, by the way.
Free of charge. That's even better.
Yeah. Then this Sunday, August the 8th, is Jubilee Day from 5 to 8 at Fulton Hill Park. And then starting at 8 o'clock, it's going to be Starlight Cinemas. Is going to be playing a movie, The Best of Enemies. Let's see, Saturday, August the 14th, I think there's two things going on now. So one is Jason Crabb, the Crabb family is going to be at Manly. Is that right? I believe it is.
So.
Manly.
Yep. Benefit for Matt.
Benefit for Matt's.
Yes.
He's going to be down there. Tickets are on sale right now.
Yep.
We're going to say
$20.
$20 a piece right now. You go get them, but that's always a good thing. Also, Saturday, August the 14th is a Mother-Son Dance. Parks and Rec is putting that on. They're raising money for the Children's Miracle Network. Tickets are on sale right now at the Buffalo Trail Walmart. That's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. And then Saturday, August the 21st, from 5 to 8 p.m.
You got to listen to this one.
I was wondering if you go say
Go ahead. I'm ready.
5 to 8 p.m. That is our client. This is our third annual client/fan appreciation day. We would love to see all you guys come out Cherokee Park 5 to 8 p.m. From 5 to 6, dinner is going to be served. We got somebody coming in it's catering the whole thing. It's going to be really good. We're having
good whole big meal, man. Big sit down meal.
Yeah. So we would love. We do have an event on our Facebook page. And we would love for you to go in there and tell us that you're coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got enough food.
That way we're making sure we got
enough food. But I got to say a little bit more about this because we've really been working on it here in the last week, and we got some developments.
Okay.
I should have went on the breaking news here, but I didn't.
Okay.
But we got some developments on it. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to eat from 5 to 6, but about 5:30, 5:40, and happening every 10 minutes until the event is over, we're going to be giving away prizes every 10 minutes, okay?
Could be merchandise.
It's going to be, okay? It's going to be either or your choice. Elite Realty Group merchandise or the minimum is a $25 gift card. Okay. Every 10 minutes that's happening, okay? Starting around 5:45 going on out through the end of the event. We're also going to, during that time, starting probably around the same time, we're going to be having a cornhole tournament. So for all the cornhole players, okay, you're going to be able to get 2 people. We're going to have a cornhole tournament, and we are going to give away. So it's going to be a tournament. Somebody's going to win, okay. But the winner of that tournament is going to win. The 2 people who win the tournament, you're going to win $150 gift card prize.
Okay.
Plus a new set of Elite Realty Group cornhole boards.
To get your own set of cornhole boards.
Yes, for the winner. They're good ones too, okay? Mm-hmm. That's going to be who wins. The runner-up of that is going to get $50 in gift card prizes. So again, we're going to give a first and second place in that. We're also going to, and I'm going to be able to tell you about this next week, but I'm really excited about it. But we are going to be partnering with a local charity. And I'm not going to tell you who it is yet because I've got to talk to them today. I'm actually going to be talking to them this afternoon. We're going to be partnering with a local charity, and we're going to be raising money that's going to go to that charity, okay? Now, Elite Realty Group is already putting out there, okay? For the first $500 we raise at this event, we will match that up to $500 at that event.
Okay.
We're going to raise some money for this charity. We always do it here, okay?
Right.
We've never raised under, I think, $1,000 at this. So we're going to do it again. Right. We're going to do it because you guys are going to help us out. Those are 3 big deals that's going to take place. We're also, at the end of the night, 7:45 p.m. must be present to win, going to be giving away a grand prize pack.
I like
for someone that is there also. That's in addition to the merchandise, the gift cards, the cornhole, all of those things. This has all been made possible by a lot of sponsors. So make sure that you go to that event page, see all of our sponsors, our partners. We couldn't do it without all of them. But that's going to be a big event. It's always awesome. We've got bounce houses. We've got dunk tanks. We've got face painting. We've got things for everyone.
Right.
Make sure you come hang out with us.
Everybody has a good time. I say it all the time.
Great.
You don't never leave mad, and you don't never leave hungry.
Be feeling good about it. What else you got, man, for the day?
Karen says it sounds like it's going to be a great event.
Big.
Sabrina Bowen says Friday they're showing Trolls at Cherokee Park.
Big.
Oh, and Karen also said hers would be location.
Big.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big event. I can't get off of it. It's going to be the best ever. Bigger and better. It's done it every year. It's going to do it then. We are finished giving you what we got for you today. We're glad that you guys have tuned in.
It's been 41 minutes, dude.
We thank you for the likes, the shares, the invites, the comments. I like talking about 2 hours. I wish that we could talk for 2 hours, but we can't do it. We got other things to do. We got to meet at 1 o'clock. Me and you do. So we got to roll.
Not with each other.
We appreciate you guys being here today. Hopefully we've gave you some good information. We appreciate you waiting on the poll questions. Make sure you go to that event page and tell us you're coming. Tell us how many's coming with you.
And we want you to come. We would love. We usually have a couple hundred people, man. We'd love to see about 500,000-600,000 people.
I'd love to. Yeah, let's go with 100,000. All right.
Next year we're going to do this at Neither Stadium.
Yes,
because we're going to have 100,000 people there.
We appreciate you guys. Have a great Wednesday. One note: we will not be having our show Friday morning. We're going to be off Friday morning. We got some things going on with the church. Forgot to tell about that in an announcement.
Oh, yes.
But again, Friday and Saturday night, this Friday and Saturday night, Valley View Free Will Baptist Church in Whitesburg is the story, Arise, the story of Jesus. If you've never seen that, or if you've seen it, you know you need to be there. Right. If you've never seen it, come and see that lifelike presentation of the story of Jesus Christ. That's Friday and Saturday night, this Friday and Saturday night. So we're not going to be here Friday because it's my birthday,
Right.
And I'm going to be having a midlife crisis. My hair is going to be as dark as your shirt.
Right.
Because I'm playing Jesus in the play and not Moses.
Right.
And so I got to get that fixed.
Get his hair dark.
I'm going to stay in the house while all that's happening because people think I've really lost my mind if I come out looking like that.
I think you got to do it all the time.
So I ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's Friday and Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Come and be with us. There's people on here watching. You need to come and watch it. Be with us. That is it for today. We're glad you guys have been with us. Thank you for everything you do. We'll see y'all next Monday, August the 9th.
Yes.
For Wake Up Wild, where we get you going. We appreciate y'all being here today. Be safe. Be blessed. Over and out. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.